Now, this one is for the owners and managers out there. So we've been talking about all the technical side, how a technician can advocate for smart technology, how a technician can be successful when selling it to homeowners. But if you are a business owner, decision maker, manager in the world of residential HVAC, and you're thinking about adding smart monitoring to your business, how would you do it? Is there a standard method that is successful all the time? Or is it every man for themselves? Now, I'm going to let both Brian and Ben kind of take us through their methods and how a business can be successful
in adopting this technology.
What I've seen in the past, I've seen every scenario from an owner perspective of implementing smart monitoring into their business. The key persona of the owner is they are the dreamer. They are driving the ship on how that business is going to grow and thrive or sustain for as long as they own it, right? So can see the big picture. But a lot of times what doesn't happen is what it takes to actually get it done at every level. And you've heard me talk about before is the why behind it. The owner has a certain why, and it's, I want to make more money. I want to be more profitable. I want to deliver an unbeatable customer experience. That's not the same why that the technician has, or the sales team has, or any of their leadership team has. And so getting everyone in alignment is one of the key starting points. Is if you're going to implement anything like this, it's no different than any field service management platform like Service Titan. You don't usually just have an owner say, yeah, we're going to do Service Titan and not get everyone else involved. Or if they do, they usually fail miserably. So my words of wisdom with that and experience is you have to start by getting everyone in alignment and understanding why you want to do it in the first place. But also, one of the biggest pitfalls is in a lot of businesses, the technicians will hold the owner hostage. And that one's a little more difficult to come to terms with, because any good technician that doesn't want to do something can sabotage any great idea that owner has. And they can nod their head and say, yep, that's great. Okay, boss. But the minute they go out in the field, it's, I'm not doing that, because they don't understand why they're doing it. But then there's this fear that the owner has, I can't find good help. It's hard to get skilled labor gap, all the noise that we hear about our industry. Technicians now have the power of holding the owner hostage in their own business and prohibiting the ability to get the things done that they truly want to do. And sometimes there's hard decisions that need to be made. And those are cultural decisions within the business. What does the business exist for? What does the business stand for as far as culture? Are we always about change? Are we about evolving, providing value to the consumer? If that culture is there, then you have a good chance of being successful. If you're a typical business where you just have the chaos and distractions of the day and you're really not good at getting things done because it just whatever it takes you forever to do, it's probably not a good thing. But if your company culture is about delivering that type of value to customers and you're always bringing new things and evolving, testing, trying, then monitoring and smart tools are definitely the next thing to do, because you can really work on the efficiencies of the business. But ultimately, at the end of the day, your technicians can sink any great idea you got. And I've seen it time and time again. And that's why a lot of technologies are not successful scaling, is the fact that that's usually goes ignored.
So absolutely great points, Brian. I just want to add on and say that I don't believe that there's any one-size-fits-all solution for every single business. Every business is going to be different, and they're going to need to do it a different way depending on how their business works and how their culture works within that company in order to successfully roll out smart monitoring. But the biggest thing I can say to both owners and managers is involve your technicians. Because like Brian said, at the end of the day, if your technicians are not installing this, it doesn't matter how much planning you did and how great the product is. At the end of the day, if the technicians are not installing it and using it, it doesn't work. From a planning stage, involve your technicians, get them involved, get them using the product, see what they think of it, get their thoughts and input on it. They're going to have valuable input on how they think it should be installed.